most of the time you can use the while loop where you are working. Let's say you are working with the numbers. Let's say they say display the number from 1 to 7. So most of the time when you are working with the while loop, you are using it when you are dealing with the question of repetition. You get me? So now, for
Okay.
example, let's
Yes.
say they can tell you like display the values from 1 to 7, right? So meaning
Mm-hmm.
for you to be able to display those values from 1 to 7, it means it means you have to make 7 see out statement saying see out 1, see out 2, see out 3, see out 4 until 7 there. You get me?
Yes.
But
Okay.
with the while loop, we can be able to display those numbers from 1 up to 7 using the while loop. Then with the while loop, it means it's gonna make things easier for you because you'll only use one C out statement. Then the while loop is gonna keep on
Okay.
repeating until it display the last number there. You get me?
Oh, yes.
Most of the time where you have to use the while loop is when you are dealing with the question that keep on repeating the stuff with them. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do example. So with the while loop, you have to know in the brackets there is what is the condition. So the condition is not the
Mm.
first time you see it. So the condition is where
Yes.
you're gonna check if it meet the condition so that they can get inside the body of the while loop or not. You get me?
Yes.
Yeah. So there is also, so with the while loop, it's like now you must have the initialization, you must have the condition, you must have the statements, you must have what? You must have in incriminant there. You get me?
Yes. Yes.
So um I'm gonna create example about what about this while loop so that you can see how it works. So with the increment is like is the one that's gonna keep the while loop running, right? So
Mm-hmm.
once is no longer meeting the condition, then the while loop
Yes.
is stop running there, right? But
Okay.
always you see this statement of increment,
Mm.
it is very important. So always you must make sure that you have the statement in your inside the while loop that to what that stop your while loop from running. Otherwise, if you don't have
Okay.
the statement that's gonna stop your while loop from running, then it means your while loop will run without stopping there. You
Stopping.
get me?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So now I'm just gonna create a program about this while loop.
Okay.
So you're gonna see what I was talking about. Mm, okay. Uh, so I'm just gonna make a simple one. I'm just gonna
Okay.
make the one that is simple so that we can understand. Okay. So first of all, I just wanna have what do you call this thing? You can have okay. Let me do this from the syntax, right?
Okay.
From the syntax here. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and put everything there on top so that you can work on something that you see.
Okay.
So here, command it out. Uh, okay. So here, I'm gonna do what? I'm just gonna declare a variable, which is a number there. Then I'm just gonna initialize to 0. So
Yes.
this is my what? This is my initialization following the syntax
Okay.
initialization, right? So,
Mhm.
or let me start by doing this now. So let's say now they ask you to display the values, the numbers, right, from 1 up to 7, right?
Yes.
So now I'm just gonna say number. Then so I want you to see the importance of using the for loop. You get me?
Okay.
Then here
Yes.
here I can say so just display that number. It means here I can just say 1, okay, end the line. Mm, end my line here. So now
Mhm.
we're saying the question is display numbers from 1 up to what? Let's say from 1 up to 7. So
Mm.
I'm just gonna do this first. Okay, I'm just gonna do this thing first. So now when you try to display this thing 1 up to 7, so you're gonna see what's gonna happen here. So now
Mhm.
it forces you to do what? To have many
Let me see that.
gonna display those numbers that they are asking, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Yes.
The last one I said is 7.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. It's 7. So now if I run this code like this, right? It's gonna display
Mhm.
this number from 1 to 7, right?
Mm.
Okay, I'm just gonna build it now. It's gonna display these numbers, number 1, number 2, number 3, number up to 7. So
Mm.
then with the help of the while loop, we're gonna we're gonna display the same thing with the help of the while loop, but not using too many C out statement. You see, this thing is just making your code like that to have many stuff there. So
Oh, okay.
to minimize your code, you can use the while loop so that there is no need for you to keep on repeating display number 1 number 5 to 7, right?
Okay.
So we just gonna do the thing, but now we're gonna do it in a while loop. So that's why I
All
wanted
right.
to show you this before we can work out on the while loop there. Get me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna just command all of them out. Then the focus now is on what? Is on the while loop.
Okay.
Okay. Here, since you are saying you're starting from 1, okay, that number has to start from 1. So here we remember that you must have what? You must have the condition, right? So
Okay.
here
Yeah.
inside the bracket there, you see on line 6 that in the bracket of the while loop is what is the condition. So I'm gonna say num. So here I can say
Mm.
is less than if it's less than 7, but I can
Mhm.
say less than is equals to, so that it can do what? It can also allow this while loop to execute 7 times. You get me? Since we are starting
Yes.
from 1, you get me?
Yes.
So
Yes.
now I'm gonna say see out number, then here I put my num, right?
Mhm.
Then after that I end my line. So
Okay.
after ending your line, this is my statement. You see, this is my
Yes.
statement. This is my statement, right? This is my
Yes.
first statement in the while loop. You see, this is my statement. So now I need to do what? To do this one. I need to do an increment, right?
Okay.
So this one is gonna represent our. So increment is this one here. Incrementing this is the one that's gonna keep our loop running, our while loop running
Yes.
there. So once you keep
Okay.
on adding, so we're gonna work it like this. Now we're gonna say num plus. Okay, my case is not on there. Okay, so num plus plus, then I terminate. You see, so
Okay.
you have to know that num plus plus is the same as num is equals to plus one, and also you have to know that it's the same as num plus is equals to one. You see,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So this third statement they do the same thing. You get me?
Yeah.
So when we are running our code, we're gonna start with the first one, then we're just gonna do all of them so that you can see all of them. So num plus plus is just gonna add the one to num, and also num is equals
Okay.
to num plus one is the same thing. Is doing one is adding one to the num. So num plus is equals to one is the same adding one to one. Both of them they do the
Yes.
same thing, just that you can just write them in many ways. You get me?
Okay.
So
Yes.
now I'm gonna run this. So now before we can even the program. So I need to explain everything here. So now we have to know that online 15 our num is equals to 1, right?
Yes.
So when it gets to line 24, it's gonna check if 1 is less than 7. 1 is it not less than 7? Is it right?
Yes.
Yes. So 1 is less than 7. So it's gonna get inside the body of the while loop. Then it's gonna see out number. Then it's gonna see out 1 here. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
So after displaying 1, it's gonna come here on line 21. So it's gonna do what? It's gonna do what on line 21? It's gonna do. It's gonna add 1 to num. So num now is becomes 2, right?
Okay.
So it's gonna work like this. Mm, okay, let me just take this thing down. So the first execution. So, or I can just say first run so that we can get it. So the
Okay.
first run num it will be is equal to 2,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So first time when it runs, it will display let's say num plus plus is gonna add 1 to num, then num now it becomes what? It becomes 2, right?
Yes.
So the compiler before it can go back to line 24, it checks if there is also other statement that it can run. Okay, let me just remove this thing for now. Okay,
Okay.
I just want to have something that uh, is gonna help you. I want you to understand this thing. So I'm on the first run, right? On the first run is
Yes.
gonna do what? It's gonna our num is gonna change to 2. Then when the num changes to 2, the compiler is gonna check if inside the this gonna check the line going down if there is other statement that it can run. So when the compiler finds out that there is no statement that it can run, it's gonna go back to line 24.
Okay. Yes.
So when it goes back to line 24, it's checking again if num is less than 7. So again now we know num is less than 7 because now our num is 2. You get me?
Yes. Yes.
So when our num is 2, then we need to we get in the while loop again. So Now again, on line 27 is gonna display our num, which is what? Which is 2 now. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Then again, it's gonna go to line 29, add 1 to num. So our num on the second run, it becomes now our num now becomes 3, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. So when our num is 3, it's gonna do what again? It's gonna go back again to line 24. Check if
24.
3 is less than 7. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Then 3 is still less than 7. Then it's gonna get inside again. Then it's gonna display what? 3. You get me?
Okay. Yeah.
Then
Yes.
again it's gonna run again on the third run, right? So on the third run, it's gonna do what? So now our num becomes 4, right?
Yes.
So after
Yes.
adding 1 to num, then now our num becomes 4. So when
Oh,
our
yeah.
num becomes 4, it means now it our num is 4. Then it's gonna go back again to line 24, check if 4 is less than 7. So 4 is less
Yes.
than 7. Then it's gonna display what? It's gonna display that 4 again. In
Okay.
on line 29, it's gonna add another 1 again. So it becomes 5. Then it means on the fourth run, our num now is 5. Then
5.
yeah, it's 5. Then again, it's gonna check 5. So the value of num is changed. Then it's gonna go to line 24. Then check if that number is less than 7 or not, right? So
Okay.
here,
Yes.
after changing the value of num, right?
Yes.
The program goes back to line 24 to check the condition again. You see?
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to know this. Immediately after changing this number, it goes back again. It go back to what? To line 24, right? So
Yes.
it's gonna check the what do you call this thing? It's gonna check the number again if it's still less than 7. So now
Yes.
when the number is not less than 7, it means now we are on we are on 5. Display the 5 and again. Gonna repeat the same thing. 5 becomes 6. Then go to line 24. Check 6 is less than 7. Then display it again. Um, add add 1 to 6 is there. Then it becomes 7. Then check it. 7 is less than 7 is less than 9 because 7 is still is gonna be same. Then when again add 1 to 7. So now when our num becomes 8, then it goes back to line 24 again. So now 8 is not less than 7. So once 8 is not less than 7, or once it's no longer meeting condition, then it's not gonna get inside the body of the while loop. Then it means this program is gonna stop from running. You
Oh,
get me?
okay. All right. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah. So okay, let's do the runnings. Okay. You see, this is what we did here before.
Yes.
This is what we did here before. You see.
Mm.
So now instead of doing too many statements, we just use the while loop to fix the problem. You see,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
now it's like we keep on repeating the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. So once you're working with the repetition, just use the while loop to save you. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So now there's other thing that you have to be aware of. So now
Okay.
let's say I remove this line. Let's say I command out line 29 there.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
every time when you run your while loop, or when you are working with the while loop, check out
Yes.
which statement will stop this while loop from running, because now num plus plus is the one that stops this while loop from running by doing what? By keeping on adding the value of 1 to num. So once the value of num is no longer less than 7, it means the while loop is going to stop. So it is important to have this
Okay.
line in our code. In your code, it is not always going to be this num plus plus, but it can be anything. But you must make sure you have the statement that it can that will keep your program running. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So this one is the one
Okay.
that keeps your program running. Then where it doesn't meet the condition, it's gonna stop from running there. So once you don't have this statement that stop your program from running, then you're gonna have a problem. So this one is the one that it keeps running. Then when you see that okay, it's no longer meeting the condition, then it stops. It stops there online 24.
Okay.
You see, so it's one that
Yes.
keeps this while loop to keep on running. Then online 24, once it doesn't meet the condition, then the program stop. So you need to make sure that inside your while loop you have the statement that keeps your while loop running. Then
Mm.
also the condition there, we must make sure that we have the condition that's the what that stops your while loop. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna run the code without the num plus plus. You're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Okay. Mm.
So
Okay. Yeah,
so
I can
now,
see.
yeah, so it means your while loop is not stopping.
Stopping. Yeah.
It is infinite. So like your code there, it is like you didn't have the statement that's gonna keep your while loop running until it stops it. So that's what I'm saying. That
Yes.
statement it is important because it's the one that keeps running until it stops there. So otherwise, if you
Okay.
don't have the statement, you have something like this where you say, "Hey, program it doesn't stop running." You see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, so I think also um you can also start you can also work with the while loop. Also you can work on the logical operators to at the end, the or, the equality, the not this equals to. You can also work with them here. You get me?
Okay. Yes.
So I'm gonna give you the questions about the this while loop, but also it will be including those logical operators that we did. You get me?
Okay. All right.
Mm, yeah. So any question that you have so far? Uh,
No,
do you do you understand like
I
how this
understand.
while loop work? Okay,
Yes.
try try to explain to me from line 24 to line 29 the way I was explaining to you how this thing work. Can you try
Okay.
to explain
So,
like
okay. All right. So here now we're gonna since there we had one as our
yeah.
from up there. So on line 24. So here we're gonna check the number that is less than 7. So our number we're gonna start on 1. So we're gonna say see out number, and then on num we're gonna put that 1. So when it goes to number 29, it will say num plus that number. So it 1 plus that 1, and then it will give us number 2. It will
Okay.
give number as 2, and then it will run back again. We take that 2, and then we put it on line 24, and then we check 2, it's still less than 7. And then we go to see out and then run it there, and then put 2 on num, and then here on num we say num plus 1 plus 2. So now on second round, it will say 3. And then we're going to repeat the same process by taking the 3 and then check there if it's still less than 7, and go and put it on num. And then when it comes to line 29, we're going to say 1 plus that 3. And then it will give us 4. And then we do the same thing. We check if 4 is still less than 7. And then we take that 4 and then put it on num, and then we say num as 1 plus 4. It will give us 5. And then we do the same thing. We take our 5, check if it's still less than 7, and then we put it on num, and then we add num, which is 1 plus, and then the one that we added 5, and then now it will be 6. And then we still take our 6, we put it there, check if it's still less than 7, and then we put it on num, and then we say num is 1 plus 6. It will be 7. So here we said number should be less or equals to 7. So now it equals to 7. So we're gonna do the same process and then put it there. And then when we add it with 1, it will be 8. So now when we come back, it will be 8, which is 8 is bigger than 7. So meaning our code will stop running there.
Okay.
It won't
Hundred
continue.
percent.
Mm,
100%. Yeah, you do get it.
okay.
You do get it. You do get it. Yeah, 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 yeah. You
Mm,
do get it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna give you the questions. You do
okay.
get it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let me stop this thing.